Today, I'm just going to do a little tutorial on how I do my makeup. In case you're curious how I do it, not a makeup artist or beauty guru or anything like that, but just kind of show you what I do. So to start, what I've already done off camera is put on moisturizer. I like this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I've just put a little bit of that on. Started with that, and what I like to do next is put on foundation. So I use this Fenty Beauty foundation. It is, I think the color is 120. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with that. But I do like 2 pumps on my hand, usually like pump and a half, so that's probably a little bit more than what I usually use. And I use a like knockoff beauty blender. It's all cracked. It's not great. I just wiped that, which you can't see is me putting in the sink. And I just kind of dab it and bounce it all over my face. Kind of like a thin layer. Move my hair out of the way. I really like this kind though because it's kind of a matte finish, so I don't feel super oily. I think it's oil free, but yeah, it's pretty good coverage. Doesn't seem to like cake up a lot. Good stuff. Expensive, but worth it. Foundation on, I will move on to concealer, and I use this for my under eyes, this Erase Paste by Benefit in number 1 Fair. So I'll just take like a little bit on the back of my nail like that, just kind of put that under my eye like that. I'm not sure if this is what it's intended for, but it seems like it's kind of eye brightening, and it's very good at covering up my always awful looking dark circles, because I look tired no matter what. Push that into the skin with the beauty blender with like the pointy side. That's what I do. And then I have like another concealer I use on top of that. I was using like a NARS one, but it ran out, so now I'm using this old one that I have, this L'Oreal True Match in Fair. I only use like a tiny bit, just kind of like that. Open this area up, I guess. And same thing, just kind of bounce that into the skin. Got the skin to work on me now. It's happened so many times, I know. Yeah, like I said, I don't really like this concealer that much. It's just what I have because the other stuff I was using ran out. And I'd rather use what I got before I buy more shit. Especially because the NARS one was like $18. Pretty much blended in now. I kind of use the back too, just because that's more wet and less makeup. Kind of make sure it's all blended. And next, I put on a little bit of face powder. I use this e.l.f. translucent powder. Just looks like that on the bottom. And yeah, it's not great. It's super cheap though. I'm probably just gonna keep using it until it's gone. But yeah, just going like that, and I use the little poof it comes with at first to kind of get the skin focusing underneath my eyes. Hopefully make the concealer not run. And then in between my forehead, it tends to oil more. Top of my nose, the only place oil tends to go. A little bit on my cheeks, tiny bit on my chin. That's really all I do for this. I just take a little brush, this It Cosmetics Love Beauty Fully brush from Ulta. It's very soft, I like it. It's small. I just kind of use this to wipe away the powder so I don't look like I was running to flour. Every step out, convincing words let me tell me that's what I do for that. And next, I like to do eyebrows. I use this Anastasia powder. I like this stuff because it lasts forever. I've already hit pan on the one side. That's the side I usually use, is that darker color. Honestly, don't even know what color this is. Granite, I think, is what that says, but it's all the paint's chipped off because I've had this for a while. To apply, I use one of these little brushes. I honestly think I got this at Target. That side for the brows, and I always use like the spoolie side to kind of tame these monsters because they like to grow downward. Yeah, just kind of comb them up like that. Same thing on this side. I have a mirror like off to this way, to my right. So if I'm looking over there, that's why. And you know, this bit to help it hold in place, I guess. There we go. And now I just use the angled brush side and just kind of go over the natural shape of where my eyebrow is so you can actually see it. Sometimes I'll use like a black eyeshadow, and sometimes I do use this lighter side, just depending on what kind of look, but my go-to is this darker side on this little eyebrow shadow stuff. I don't know, I think the shadow just kind of looks more natural, especially since my eyebrows are already so light compared to pencils. And the pencil seems like it runs out super quick, so this seems like it lasts like a long ass time. It's great for me. So yeah, just keep building up. Kind of takes forever. Kind of go lighter at the front part here. Okay, so I did that side. Do the same thing on this side. And I pick up the product just by going like that, basically. Okay, that looks pretty good. Next, I've only recently been doing this, like probably the last month, to try to make them look a little bit cleaned up. But I just take that same concealer, this True Match L'Oreal concealer, and then this concealer brush. It's just like one of those eco ones from Walmart. And I just kind of dab a little bit on the tip there. It's kind of too much. And then just kind of very carefully try to carve out my eyebrow. And then blend this part in. And oh yeah, did I mention I'm not a professional? And I'm mostly just doing this video because I've had a few people ask me to do a tutorial. Although you can probably find a better version of someone doing their makeup on YouTube, but I'll do my version, I guess. So, and then do like a tiny bit underneath. So yeah, same thing, just dab on the wand and very carefully get underneath here. You had your tricks and you dropped them all on me, girl. And then same thing for this side. Hopefully that looks okay. Like I said, I've really only been doing this carving out part the past couple months, so don't come at me. And now just a tiny bit for the bottom. That's probably pretty good. Next, what I will do is blush. So another one of those little eco brushes from Walmart. It's the blush one. And the Anastasia blush kit Radiant, I think is the name of it. Yeah. And the color I will use, I've been going for this like orangey peach color, so I'm gonna do that. So just kind of dab that in there. off the extra. And I kind of like to do the blush as contour thing. Just kind of right here, the base. And move a little bit forward. I try to stop like right there so it doesn't look like it's going straight into my mouth. It's very dark, so I'm gonna diffuse that out a little bit. And then do the same thing on this side. And then just with whatever's still on the brush, just a little light dab onto my chin. I always do my chin, I don't know. I like to do it, I guess. Now for some highlighter. I use a lot of Anastasia Beverly Hills products, I didn't realize. But I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild. Looks so cool with the lights. Rainbowy. And since my hair is green, I usually like to match my highlighter with my hair color. I'm going to use the Lucky Clover right here. It doesn't even really look green. To me, it honestly looks kind of yellowish on my skin, but either way I like it. It's pretty. So I just kind of go back and forth with this big Sephora fan brush for highlighter. And then just put it right here, right underneath my eye socket, going upwards right above the blush. Kind of out a little bit down to my cheek. And just another little bit more. Get that a little bit off the extra. Right into my cheek. Then same thing on this side. There we go. And then also just kind of down the bridge of my nose. And tip of the nose too, I guess. And today I feel like wearing kind of more muted shade of the lip product. I'm going to use this Kat Von D Liquid Lip in Sanctuary. Just gonna open it and then I like to dab off the excess and start with my Cupid's bow. Let that dry. Okay, so lips are done. So for eyes, I start with the eye primer. I'm using this Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in an Enigma. Just take the wand. Stuff is like almost empty. And I just put it directly onto my eyelid. That. Little bit on this side as well. There we go. Then I just use my finger and blend it in. Like so. I decided I'm gonna kind of go with colors that are kind of close to my lip color, I guess. I'm going to start with the Urban Decay Smoky palette that I've had forever. Go in with these brushes. This is the Sephora All Over Shadow Brush. And then I just go with the lightest color right here, 13. It's already hit pan, so you can tell I use that quite a bit. And just kind of liberally get my brush in there, tap away the powder, excess. And I just kind of put this down as a base. Same thing with this side. Kind of help with the creasing. I think I'm going to start with this Stila palette that I've had for a while. Oh, it's in bad shape. I used to use this like every day. I've dropped it several times, so a lot of the eyeshadows are missing because they broke out. And like that one looks all gross because it's broken apart and I had to try to mush it back together with rubbing alcohol and pressing with a paper towel or napkin. So yeah, this is all that's left of it. But I'm going to use this color. I don't know what color it is. I think it might be Intellect based off of this. I don't know. I'm going to put that underneath my eye. So I'm going to use this Sephora brush shader and just kind of pat that in there. Same thing, just kind of brush off the excess there. And sorry, a lot of these products probably I'm not even sure if they still sell anymore because a lot of this eye makeup I've had for literally forever. Next, I'm going to really want to use this dark maroonish color. I don't know what it is. Creativity, maybe? That might be the name of it. I'm going to use one of these little Walmart Eco brushes, like that. And go in on that darker maroon color. Tap away the excess. Kind of my outer corner there. Just kind of keep swirling that in there. I really like the colors in this palette. It's like nice, a lot of nice neutrals they can do a lot with, but they're not honestly the best. I feel like they're kind of powdery and stuff. Not a lot of pigment, but also keep in mind, I'm not an expert. And next I'm going to take this brush, another little Sephora brush. It doesn't have anything on it, so I don't know what kind, but just like a little blending brush. And I'm gonna go back in with that first color we used. It's all mushy looking. And just kind of swirl that around. Knock off the excess. Kind of blend this color out so it doesn't look quite so bad. Probably doing this all wrong compared to some beauty gurus, but that's fine. I kind of just go with whatever flow and usually don't have like a set outcome in mind, just kind of keep adding things until I feel like it looks done. Going to add one more color, kind of finish blending this off. I'm going to use another little blending brush. This one is the Sephora, it says Blending Pro. So I'll use that and go back into the Naked palette. And I'm going to use the color next to 13 that we used earlier, the Combust, which is also a hit pan because I use it a lot. It's like very basic neutral nude color. I feel like that's what I've learned from beauty experts, is just blend until it looks alright. That seems like that's the answer to making your makeup look good, is blending. Forget about it, girl. I think I'm gonna actually go back in with this brush and that kind of rosy color, mauve-y, and kind of go a little bit more into my crease right here. Feel very vampy, dead looking. Yeah, and just keep adding until they kind of match a little bit. It's also really hot in this bathroom. I'm kind of dying. I feel like I'm looking pretty dead. Now I'm gonna move back into, again, this Naked palette, again, this other blending brush, again, that Combust color. Close to you. I be tripping on words and I don't know what to do. But I think I'm gonna take the chance and ask you out the Friday dance. Going to bed and I think I'm in love with you. I have to add a little bit more of that darker color because I feel like it's just kind of disappearing. Switching back to the dark color just to add a little bit more because it seems like it's all kind of disappearing and didn't quite blend to that other color quite right. Just kind of sticking it back in there. We went with that mauve color up here. This brush is probably not the best. That's one thing I'd say is worth the investment, to me at least, is getting good brushes, because it seems like that makes a big difference, is having brushes that actually work well. No, they're expensive, it's probably worth it. So yeah, just took this other blending brush again that we used with the kind of mauve color Intellect. I'd say that's probably good enough, to be honest. Next, I'm actually almost done. So I'm going to use eyeliner. Right now I'm using this Sephora black pen fine felt tip. It works pretty good. I do like the little felt tip. There's probably not a ton of product in here, but that's fine, I guess. It was not that expensive. So it works pretty well. And I just start right here, pulling the line out. Then I start back at the tip of my eye and just kind of go as thin as possible at the beginning. And just up, connecting to our line up here, filling in, and just keep filling in. That's one thing that's not great about this, is it seems like it's kind of difficult to fill in. There isn't like a thicker point at the bottom. And my eyeliner just gets bigger and bigger the more I have to kind of adjust to make it nicer. I'm kind of far from my mirror, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. Usually I can be like right up, lean all the way up against my mirror in this bathroom too. Trying to be able to make it to where you can see what I'm doing, but that makes it more difficult for me to try to fill this back. Okay, I'm gonna have to go closer, so I'll be right back. Now do the other side. Okay, so I did the eyeliner on this side. Got top eyeliner done on both eyes now, and I'm going to put a little bit underneath. So this is probably gonna be hard from being this far away from my mirror. Actually, before I do that, I do like to put a little bit of eyeshadow in my inner corners. And my favorite one to use is the Urban Decay Electric palette. I love this thing. I like to use the Revolt right here in the corner. Very shiny metallic, and I just use a little brush that comes with this on the smaller end. Shaking off the extra and just putting this right here in my inner eye corner. Kind of towards the bottom, a little bit out. Like so. Same thing with this side. Now I put some eyeliner at the bottom. So same eyeliner. Yeah, just kind of drag it along the underneath part of my eye and connect it to the top. Trying not to actually get right here in the inner part of my eye. Oh, something got up there. Same thing with this side. So that looks good enough to me. So I'm not going to do fake lashes today, but I'm going to just put mascara, and that'll be the last step. Just curl them with a little eyelash curler. Use this metal one from Sephora. And just crimp. There's a lot of mascara goop stuck to the back of this. Same thing with this side. And now I will put on mascara. So I've been using this Milk Kush mascara. It works pretty good. It clumps weird to the lashes, which is kind of annoying. And I feel like I think that's what it's supposed to do, to make them like grow or something. But I just find that I'm constantly trying to pick it off. And then I blow out the lashes that it's stuck on. So it probably doesn't help my lashes grow. It probably does the opposite of that, because I don't like the feeling of old mascara stuck to my eyelashes. But this is what I'm using for now. And yeah, do the top. And then go back in and do the bottom. Don't feel like wearing false lashes today, so I'm not going to fuck with that. I wear them on occasion, but usually I just do mascara. Alright, and this eye, should probably do back in. And there you have it. Kind of fix my hair a little bit, which I did this yesterday. And I do have a tutorial on how I do my hair up on my channel if you feel like watching that. My hair's a little bit different from when I filmed that though. I didn't have these little shave bits right here. So but it's basically the same concept. You do the same thing. I've already slipped on my hair, so it's not quite as stiff and nice as it was yesterday, but anyways, yeah, this is the look that I decided to do today. Kind of neutralish. Let me know what other non-tutorial things you'd want from me, or I don't know. Bye!